holding the camera.
Jennifer was barking
The whole time. 103.5 WEZL on the web at WEZL.com.
Settling that Sugarland on the Weasel.
And ladies and gentlemen, with the Weasel Morning Crew this morning, an absolute honor to have with us the sage, the godfather of Charleston radio. Michael D. is with us. How are you doing?
A privilege and an honor for me to be here with such a collection of radio talent.
Glad to have you with us. Because we're about all that's left.
The only live talent, that is.
I was looking the other day. There's like 27 radio signals in Charleston, and I think 4 of them have live local morning shows.
That's it.
I think 4, maybe 5, but that's
Apparently,
about it.
I ran screaming just in time.
You got out just in time,
Yes,
baby.
I did.
Just in time. But anyway, we were talking about Rick's recent nuptials to Vicky and
Jennifer. Her name is Jennifer.
and her dog Jennifer.
The dog was Jennifer.
Yeah, Vicky and her dog Jennifer.
The dog was Opie Taylor.
Then he gave the dog to his ex-wife's husband, who's homeless,
Right. So we
and
know the heartworm treatment's not getting done.
so there you go. Anyway,
That's not the case.
since he's newly married and you weren't there for the wedding,
I wasn't. I felt
You were
so
invited,
bad.
though.
I know I was
You were invited.
And I'm glad I wasn't
Against
there
my better
because I think
judgment.
I might have been the guy, TJ, that stood up and said, "He's a liar," when you
Yeah.
were giving your little speech.
I know,
'Cause
I
you
know.
there's one guy there, and he didn't.
I know.
TJ teared up. I mean,
I did.
Very,
It was- I felt-
very
part of the
impressed.
I did. He said, "Act like you care," and I said, "Okay, I can do that." So I mean, I can cry right now. Watch this. I can.
Stop it. Nobody wants to see.
But you said you had some advice.
I did.
You had-
It's not advice. It's actually a gift because a guy finally took time to write down the guy rules, and they're very important.
Is this
And so-
something we can do on the show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right, I just
Absolutely,
want- all
and it's
right.
something we're all going to relate to.
Okay.
And you're going to see what I'm talking about. And Rick, and I hope that that Vicky's on the line
Her
and
name
she's
is
listening.
Jennifer.
Well, fine.
But- yeah.
Jennifer, sit, Jennifer, and listen.
Yeah.
Because these are the man rules. Because we always hear the rules from the girl side.
Exactly.
There's always rules that we have to follow. Isn't that right, Rick?
Uh-huh.
Because I know that they've been laid down for you. And just so we know, when I tell you this is rule number 1, they're all number 1.
Of course.
Okay, for us. Number 1, these are the man rules. These are the rules to help you, Rick, continue a life of happiness. Because I
Will
know
just
you
get on
love her.
with it. We
Yeah.
leave soon.
Men are not mind readers. That's rule number 1. Rule number 1. Learn to work the toilet seat. You're a big girl. If it's up, put it down. Okay? You don't ever hear us complain about you leaving it down.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so rule number 1. Sunday sports, it's like a full moon or the change of the tides. Leave it alone.
Just I'll point out to you
Please.
that Vicky, Rick's most recent wife, is the sports fan in the family.
Jennifer.
She
That's her
watches
name,
with the dog Jennifer. They sit and watch football. They watch whatever sport is
Oh,
on.
that's awesome.
Soccer. They watch whatever's. And Rick has to find something to do because I'm serious. Because the wife is on the couch watching sports all day.
She's a
Yeah.
huge tennis fan and she's a huge Duke fan. And
Yeah.
she never misses a college basketball game.
Well, and Rick has to go in the room and read
go
a
cook or
magazine or something, or
something,
go
you know.
cook.
I can hear
Yeah.
him, honey, can we do something?
Clean out
Yeah.
the hot tub. Or,
Exactly.
something.
These
I
are the
just-
man rules. I know, and feel free to add any
All
time,
right,
guys.
just wanted to
Just
point
jump
it out.
in. Let's
All right.
let's point it out. Man rule number 1. Crying is blackmail. Man rule number 1. Ask us for what you want, and let us be clear on this one.
Yes.
Subtle hints do not work.
No.
I do agree with that.
No.
Strong hints do not work. Obvious hints do not work. Just say it.
Just say.
Or write
That's
it
it.
down. It's better to just hand it to us in a note.
Here's what I need.
We're going to get to that. See,
That's
you
it.
already apparently have been looking
Yeah,
at the
she's
man rules.
Yeah, she's already got him.
I've already been through a marriage.
She's got-
I know what the man rules are.
She went over. She was at Walmart last weekend buying mason jars to store body parts in.
It's
So
a nice,
yeah.
nice fit. You had to
Yeah.
get the big mason
nice.
jars.
Yeah,
Man
right.
rule number 1. Yes and no are perfectly acceptable answers
Yes.
to almost every question.
No,
We don't need detail.
exactly.
Yes and no will work.
That's plenty.
Making you uptight over there, Gary?
No, I'm
Yeah.
just listening to all these man rules.
These are the man rules. Come to us with a problem only if you want help solving it. That's what we do. Sympathy is what girlfriends are for.
Exactly.
These are man rules.
Those are, I
Exactly.
got to tell you, I was a little nervous about this, but those are brilliant.
Yep.
Because
Somebody wrote them down.
those are pretty much the same thing she told him.
It is kind of a flip-flop over there, and that's fine because I can just see you and your wife cuddle, you and your wife and her dog cuddle up on the,
Vicky and
on the
Jennifer.
couch, and then you come in and complaining that there's hair everywhere.
Yeah, that's it.
He said, Vicky, Jennifer,
Yeah.
keep Jennifer off the couch, Vicky.
I'm having such a hard time with dinner. I I have to cook the same stuff every night for you, and you sit in
Okay,
here
man
and
rule
watch
number
the ball
one.
game.
Honey, would you like some nachos? Man rule number one.
Yeah.
Anything we said 6 months ago is inadmissible in any argument.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
in
it.
fact, all comments are null and void after 7 days. You just forget we even said it.
Exactly.
My favorite man rule number one is if you think you're fat, you probably are. Don't ask us.
Thank you very much. There you go.
Man rule number one, if something we said can be interpreted 2 ways, and one of the ways makes you sad or angry, we meant the other one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man rule number one, you can either ask us to do something or tell us how you want it done, not both.
There you go.
If you already know how to do it best, just do it and shut up.
Well, hey.
There it is.
there
Man
you
rule
go.
number one.
There you go. That's the most important one.
Man rule number one, whenever possible, please say whatever you have to say during commercials.
Yeah?
Man rule number one, Columbus did not need directions, and neither do we.
Yeah, okay.
Man rule number one, men see in 16 colors, like Windows default. Peach, for example, is a fruit, not a color. Pumpkin is a fruit, and we have no idea what mauve is.
Exactly. Just leave it alone.
16 colors. Go to your Windows and check the default setting.
There you go.
Man rule number one, if it itches, it will be scratched. That's what we do.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen,
Those are the man rules. right
the
there.
rules that Rick's wife Vicky and her dog Jennifer are living by.
Her name
Yeah,
is Jennifer. My wife's
exactly.
name is Jennifer.
We
Man-
call her Freckles.
Freckles. There we go. Let's just go with Freckles.
Freckles. When did you get
And by the
Freckles?
way,
the
by
dog?
the way,
How come
by
I
the
have
way.
not seen Freckles?
How are
Freckles should
these
come to
man
the
rules
clinic.
working out for you and your family?
Man, I knew we were going to go there. Here's man rule number one. Can we get there in a different visit? Do we need to jump right into that after being away for so long?
No, let's don't. Let's
I'm an
don't.
older guy. Don't make me cry.
Let's don't bring him down.
Oh, man, you guys.